everyone. This video is mainly for someone who is either looking into buying a C5 Corvette or have one of these issues and just want to get an idea on how to fix the issue. Just waxed my car, waxed after a really long time since I've moved to ceramic coating, and boy oh boy, I definitely can say that I missed waxing the car. It looks fantastic. Anyways, before I jump into the video, I just want to say that the things that I'm gonna talk about are just my opinion based on my research. And the second thing is that specifically this is for someone who owns a C5 Corvette. Your car is better than mine. Your car's color is better than mine. Condition is better than mine. Mileage is much better than mine. I agree, my car is not that good. So just wanted to bring it up before I jump into the video, because I know some people get upset when I say something, especially from the last video. So I just wanted to bring that up. I apologize at the beginning. Alright, with that out of the way, let's jump into the video. Now, number one thing is the year. Chevy made this from 97 to 2004, and they made it in kind of three batches. One is from 97 all the way till 2000. Those were the first batch of C5, and then they made another batch starting from 2001 to 2003. Now they did upgraded the car a little bit. They made it a little bit more reliable as the technology went ahead, especially in the second batch. They upgraded the head and the intake, and then the third is 2004, in which was the final year. They kind of perfected the car. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that the cars before that, which includes the first and second batch, that doesn't mean that the first two are bad in any sort of way. They just a little bit upgraded. Second thing is mileage. Now, since it's a really old car, this car, especially for someone who enjoyed this car, and if you're planning on purchasing from someone who enjoyed this car, it will have a lot of mileage. But that being said, don't be scared, because you might find cars that have 100,000 miles, 200,000 miles, or even 300,000 miles. Don't be afraid of the miles, because there is one C5 Corvette in red sitting in a Corvette museum that has close to or even over 700,000 miles. So these cars were really well built, and that was one of the reasons why I purchased my car, and my car had 125,000 miles when I purchased it. The third thing is overall condition. Now, that's something that you're gonna check, and that kind of applies with any car. You're gonna look at the overall condition of the car, make sure that there's no dings or dents in the paint, or paint is not peeling or chipping, the condition of the tire, rim, brakes, suspension, all of that good stuff. But specifically for this car, there are some things that I am gonna go through, which I think you should consider when going into purchasing this car. So first thing is gonna be engine. Now, there's one thing, actually there are two important things that are important. Okay, this is a key that I made. I'll make another video of all the upgrades that I've done to my car. But one thing that you have to keep in mind is when you purchase the car, when you start it, you're gonna see this. Let me zoom it in. Yep, the gauge over or on top of the temperature gauge, you're gonna see it's 80 psi. Now, if you look at it, like in a normal, like if the gauge was working perfectly fine, this engine would explode in a couple of minutes. But this is a very common thing with Chevy. their oil pressure sending unit kind of fails, and it is not a scary thing, but you just have to keep in mind that it is an issue. So if you want, you can change it yourself, or you can take it to a mechanic. I got a quote for $100 excluding the part. I already got a part. It costed me like $20 from eBay. Now that thing goes all the way back there, so I know I cannot do it, so I just don't want to risk it. That is one thing that you have to look for. The second thing is that the Harmonic Balancer. Now, Harmonic Balancer is that thing. That is the Harmonic Balancer. Now, best way to look at it is just look at it and see if it wobbles. If it's wobbling like too much like this, then just keep in mind that that's going to be an engine expense that you have to deal with. The second thing is brake. Now, as you might have seen from my gauge, it's saying service engine soon, is these two lights over here, traction and ABS. This usually fails when your EBCM gets busted, and by that I mean usually like water goes inside it, and you're gonna have to replace it. So it's this thing. If you want to buy a new one, it's gonna cost you close to $1,000, but you can take it to a mechanic or do it yourself and pull that thing off and send it to someone who can fix it. You can find us a repair, I don't know what to call them, repairman or technician or what, but they can fix it. If you want, you can fix it yourself as well. There are a lot of videos online. Now, the third thing is, now we've done engine, we've done brake. The third thing that is related to the car is the headlight. Now, these headlight, that's a really common issue, is that when you flip them up, they make grinding noise, and in my case it was, and I got it fixed. Now, if you have this issue, I would recommend that do it yourself. It's very, very simple. All you need is Torx 10 screw, and it's really, really easy. I'm planning on putting C4 4i kit, so once I do that, maybe I can make the video. So basically you have to remove one screw here, one and one screw over here on this side, and once you do that, this black bezel comes off. Then you have one Torx screw over here, one here, two at the back. Once you do that, this thing completely comes off, and then you have one Torx screw over here and one over here. As soon as you take these off, this entire assembly goes downward. Like, you can easily push it down and you have the motor exposed. So initially I was really scared, but when I opened this thing up, it was like easy as 1, 2, 3. Now, if you want to buy these motor, you can buy them from eBay. They cost $60 each. But if you want to buy from a store, let's say Advanced Auto Part, they kind of cost expensive. I don't know why, for some reason. They're like 300 plus. So that's something you can easily take care of with a Torx screw. Next thing is seat, or I would say seats. In my case, the seats were in bad shape. Like they were shaking back and forth, and another issue with mine was it wasn't even sliding back and forth. That side was unable to go back and forth as well. And I got these seats from eBay for I think it was $340, and I paid $60 for the bracket. They're really, really simple. You just have to take the black covers off from the front end, and then you have to take these screws off. I forgot what it was, what size it was, but it's really simple. Once you take this off, this thing completely, the original OEM seat comes off very easily. You just disconnect the power, and then you just have to install this. and then once you have your bracket, you drill 2 holes on 2 sides, and then this seats attaches to it. So it's really simple. The other thing is the sun visor. If your car was enjoyed, and that's the word I would use, if you enjoyed your car, then or if you're purchasing your car who enjoyed, then the sun visor might be broken a little bit, but you can fix that as well. It's really easy and really simple. So that's it, guys. If as for someone, I don't know how well you guys can hear it, but I just love that sound. I'm sorry, I don't have anyone who can rev it, and I don't have a cell phone stand either that would help me rev the engine and record at the same time. But that's all. I'm gonna be making an upgrade video, like for all the upgrades that I've done, which includes rim. And I also ordered side skirts and front splitter. I'm gonna be installing those as well. So that's all. If you guys want to know anything else or leave any either positive or negative criticism, feel free to go ahead. Right, catch you guys later. Bye.